Alright, this is John Cola with OKRod.com. Today with another exciting episode for you. Today I'm sitting out in my driveway next to my car because today I'm talking about refrigerators for your car. Many years ago, link down below to that, I made a video about a thermoelectric cooler that you guys can buy for your car, and that is what I recommended because it was under $100. I mean, this is like over 10 years ago now. I've been using them faithfully ever since. That being said, there's new technology, so I want to make this video for you guys to let you guys know about the new technology out that is quite affordable these days. This car refrigerator runs on 12 volts, cost me under $150. This allows me to continue to eat healthy, bring my freshly prepared juices, and keep my fruits fresh if I'm traveling, or even if I'm just going to the store and I'm buying some frozen fruits, and you know they'll defrost in your car as you drive them home, especially in the 100+ degree weather I get here. These guys will literally freeze down below 0 degrees. I think this guy goes to -4 degrees, and this guy could also get real cold, like negative temperatures as well. So what I'm recommending to you guys now, if you guys want a fridge for your car, is a little refrigerator that has a little miniature compressor built in. These are made in China, and they're getting very efficient these days. And so I'm going to go over the two brands that I recommend. Now, another thing that I won't recommend anymore are the Thermoelectric Coolers. They do not have any adjustable thermostat, and they will generally get 20 to 30 degrees below the ambient temperature. And in the heat, that's just not sufficient enough. Furthermore, I want to badmouth this company. This is actually called the Koolatron. It's made from Canada. I love Canadians. But this company really blows, you know. This cooler doesn't work. I've contacted the company several times. They never replied to me. I can't get parts. I don't know what's wrong with it. It doesn't get cold enough, and it's just basically a piece of junk. So save your money. Don't buy a Koolatron. Basically, all this is the thermoelectric style. You open this up, and you guys can see we have a big box. So I really like this because there's lots of area in here to put a lot of fruits and vegetables and other things, but it just doesn't get cold enough. And this has no compressor built in, but it has like a little fins and a little fan that come on. These guys are a lot lighter, so that's one of the pros, but the cons is it just seriously does not get cold enough in the summer. Maybe in the winter it could get cold enough, but this guy just doesn't really even work. Even if it's inside my house, it just barely stays cold, and the coldness doesn't distribute evenly. That's why I prefer these guys over here. I have actually 3 of these guys. This is one of them. This is just a box actually, because actually this is my backup refrigerator. If I buy too much stuff, I plug it in and turn it on, because you can also use these in the house. They're literally just chest coolers that you don't need to fill with ice. They have a built-in compressor, much like your full-size refrigerator, and they are really quite efficient. So I got like this guy, if you guys are looking for a big one for traveling all the time. I don't generally keep this in my car, but on long trips, I'll pull this one out and put it in my car to take it on long trips. This one is available at Costco. It's a Massimo e-cooler. Electricity's never been this cool. So it's a nice large, this one's I think a 40 liter. I think I might also have a larger version, like a 50 liter. But I love these guys. They're really for holding lots of things. So if I'm like driving to LA, I'll take this to fill the cooler up. I'll have my pre-prepped salads and juices and fruits and vegetables in there so they don't spoil in the heat. I love it a lot. But now I want to share with you guys the new one I just got. I've had this one since Prime Day, because at Prime Day this guy was under $150. These days it'll probably cost you under maybe $200, maybe $175, so you're not going to get as good of a deal. This one's a lot smaller. You know, this is like a 40 liter, and this one's like 18 liters. I think this also comes in a 25 liter model by a different company, and not the same company that I got it from. And I don't even know the brand, but I'll put a link down below in the description to where you could buy this on Amazon. Now the main reason why I like this is because this is a stealth cooler, and it holds just enough for me, you know, to have it in my car running all the time when my car is in operating mode. I did upgrade the battery in my car to like a lithium ion 12-volt battery. So I have like really extended usage on the battery, so I could use this cooler a long time without it drawing the current out of my 12-volt battery. Of course, this also has built-in safety electronics so that it will not drain your battery too much so you get stranded if you need to do that. That being said, for the most part, I'm using this when I'm driving. I'm not just like sitting and letting things stay cold in there, you know, when I'm out somewhere, generally. If I do, then I might put some ice packs in here as well to keep them cooler. So I want to show you guys why I like this guy so much, because literally this is the perfect size to fit, you know, right in the back seat, behind the driver's seat of my car, and you guys can't even tell it's there. All right, so as you guys can see, this is the back of my car, and the cool thing about this cooler is I can just go ahead and sit it like right here on the floor, right where the rear passenger's feet would go. And it like totally just fits in really nice and tightly right behind my seat. And we're just gonna go ahead and plug this 12 volt into the cigarette lighter to give it some power. We're gonna run the cord around the back here. As you guys can see, I got it installed, and let's check this out. I can shut the door, and it's totally just sealed in my car. What I like to do is I usually use these bags. I used to use these bags to like buy stuff and then put in these insulated bags that like they're pizza delivery bags. Because this worked pretty good, but then things didn't really stay cold in the heat. They kind of stayed cold a little bit. But this will be much better. So of course, on really expensive items like berries and juices and things that spoil fast, gonna go in the cooler. Also, this is the perfect size to fit my quart-size mason jars that I will pre-make with juice. So when I'm out and about on the town, I could have a 4 juices in there, you know, to have to drink. And then I just put this bag when it's in my car on top, so that if anybody looks in the car, they can't see I got a cooler in there, you know, because the door's shut and they're not seeing this down there. So yeah, I love this cooler a lot. It fits in really nice and easy. Next, I want to go ahead and give you guys a close-up on the control panel, share with you guys how it works, and show you guys actually what I got in the cooler today since I just got home from shopping. Now I'm going to show you how this cooler works. So first, we're going to go ahead and turn it on, and I generally leave it in the on position. It's turned off. I generally leave it in the on position. Right when you turn on the screen, there's going to be a few things displayed. Number one, it's going to show the voltage of your car battery, 14.2 volts. And then the current temperature inside the unit is at 68 degrees, and it's on eco mode, which is basically saves your battery. It doesn't draw as much current, so it doesn't decharge your battery as fast. Next, we're going to go ahead and hit this button once. Now we're going to go ahead and hit the little gear button, and it's going to flash on eco, and you can press it again, and it's going to go to max. This is maximum cool, so this will pull more battery juice, but this will get the cooler colder faster. I generally leave it on eco mode so I don't use too much power. You press the gear again, the F will flash, and then you could turn it to C or Celsius or Fahrenheit. I'm going to keep it on Fahrenheit since that's what I know. Put it back on eco mode, and then once you want to, then you could set the temperature. So when it's flashing, that's the temperature you want it at. So if we go to the lowest temperature, I mean, we could hold it down, we could get it down to 15, 14, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, minus 4 degrees Fahrenheit. That's like freezing. That's colder than your freezer probably. Or you could crank it up to the top of the range, and let's see what that is. Top of the range is 68. That's way too warm for what I'm needing to do. I generally keep this right around 36, 37 degrees is what I like it at. If it's too cold, it might freeze up and then condensate and collect water on the inside. Maybe I'll set it to 35 on the eco mode. And as you guys can see, there's a little star up there. It's like the little snowflake. And when that snowflake's on, that means the compressor's running. And if you guys listen very carefully, you could barely hear a fan running. I mean, this thing is super quiet. That's what I like. You can't even tell it's there. It'll then go into lock mode, so if you press anything, it's not going to change the temperatures on you. And when it's solid like that, that's the temperature inside the unit. Currently inside the unit is at 67. Probably takes about a half hour to get down to the temperature unless I put on the max mode. it might go faster. So I'm going to show you guys what I have inside the cooler since I just got back from a shopping trip. You guys can see this is 18 liters in here, and we have one of my juices. So I have a 32-ounce juice. I really like that I could put the juice in there, close the lid, and it's basically the perfect height. If this was a little bit shorter, it would not allow me to put quart size juice in here, but the quart size juices fit, and you could probably fit about four quart size juices in here, and then you have extra space around the margin. Now besides the juice, what I also have in here are some berries. I got these organic blueberries on sale for 99 cents. These are like the 11-ounce packages. Amazing deal. I got 2 cases. So we're gonna go ahead and pull them out and show you how many I fit in there of these little blueberry packets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I got like 10 of these cartons of blueberries in there. That's like almost a full case, as you guys can see. And that one juice. So basically almost like a whole case of blueberries plus my juice. So, you know, here's the thing, guys. This cooler will allow you to eat healthier on the road. You could save money because you could pre-make your food at home, keep it cold in your cooler while your cigarette lighter is turned on. Some cars keep the cigarette lighter on when you turn the car off and take the key out, and some cars will basically turn off the cigarette lighter when you take the key out. But, you know, be aware this will not allow you to drain your car battery, because you can see now it's at 13.4 volt as the compressor's running. And if I feel down here, it's actually nice and cold. The other thing I want to say, it has like this may collect moisture down in here, so it has a little drain that you could lift up to drain out the water, and a little drain water channel. Sometimes in these coolers, if I'm running them a long time, I'll put like a little tray on the bottom, like a little grate that you'd put on like a cookie sheet, so that your stuff doesn't sit in water, because sometimes, depending if you're running it for a long time, there'll be like a little bit of water condensation on the bottom, and you might not want your food getting wet. But you could clearly feel around the edges. I'm probably feeling around the top edge, probably right about this level, is where it's the cooling element. Down below it is like not really cold, and then down like near the bottom is not, but right around this top brim is cold. So then they cool it up top. The cold air sinks, and then they register the temperature. As you guys can see, even with this open, we're down to 62 degrees now. And so yeah, I love my little cooler that's hidden, because, you know, once I'm done, I just put this over it, and it just stays in my car all the time. So I have a cooler in my car, handy for bringing back frozen fruits, you know, from the store, or going out on the town, visiting a friend, and being able to bring my cold juices, or even maybe like potluck food, and keeping it cold on the road. I definitely love this tool. I think it is quite handy to have, and especially if you guys are into eating healthy, man, you guys got to get a little mini fridge for your car. Now this is the 18-liter model, and I believe they have like a 25-liter model that's the same exact dimensions, but a little bit taller. So, you know, that may have been more beneficial for me to buy, but then that would be like an extra $80 or $90 or something, because I got this on sale for like under $150. So it was good to test. I'm glad I like this one. If I did it again, I might get that taller unit, because it would fit right back here behind my car seat, behind the driver's seat. You know, then I normally don't have passengers back here, and then it just covers up really easily. All right, so that's the final shot of my cooler in my car. The other brand, the Massimo brand coolers, have been working really good. I've probably had them for like over 2 years now, and they just work solid, even if I'm keeping it plugged in inside the house. This is a new cooler I seriously got like a week ago, and this is working good so far, and I expect not to have any problems with it. But of course, you know, your mileage may vary. I don't know what's gonna happen to you, but I'll tell you guys that I wish they would have had these when I got into eating a healthier diet back in 1995. Would have saved me a lot of spoiled food, and more importantly, keeping your food fresh on the way from the store to your house, especially if you drive longer distances. because how you treat the food after you buy it is so critical on how long you could store the food. If the food is in cold chain, it gets a lot hotter, and then you put it back in cold chain, you know, some of the degradation of the nutrients and, you know, the produce is going to go bad faster. So it's very important to me to keep the cold chain as cold as possible and continue it while I get that food in my fridge so it stays as fresh and you know, good as long as possible, so don't waste my money, and so that I could benefit from especially the expensive berries and other foods I eat. If you guys want to learn all about how to store your fresh fruits and vegetables optimally in your fridge, check the link down below. I have a video on this where I really go into detail and USDA data on storing the food for the longest time, and the right produce item needs to get stored at the right temperature, otherwise it could spoil a lot faster and be bad. So links down below in the description if you guys are interested in buying the cooler that I bought, or the other one, the Massimo version I like more, that's a lot larger, that I use on longer trips. But yeah, this guy's just gonna live in my car, and I love these guys a lot, and I encourage you guys to get them if you guys are serious about eating healthier. It'll save you guys so much money from having to stop and get something out because you just don't have any juice, or spending money to buy juice at a juice bar is ridiculous. They'll charge you $20 for 16 ounces. I could make 32 ounces, you know, for like sometimes less than $2 to $3 depending on the recipe I'm making. So if you guys enjoyed this short, quick episode, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to share with others so that they can learn about new technology that can allow you to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables when you're on the road, traveling, going to work, or just visiting a friend, or maybe even just going to the park. The other cool thing about this is you could also use the 12-volt cooler with a plug-in power source. So I have one of those too. Maybe one of these days I'll make a video about that. But yeah, just want to let you guys know about the plug-in refrigerators you guys can now that you get for your car that are super serious. If you guys like this episode, want more episodes like this, be sure to click that subscribe button right down below so you don't miss out my new and upcoming episodes that come out every 5 to 7 days. You don't know show up or what you'll be learning on my YouTube channel. And make sure you click the bell so you get notified as my new videos come out. And finally, be sure to check my past episodes. My past episodes are a wealth of knowledge. Over 600 episodes at this time on this channel dedicated to teach you guys all about eating more fresh fruits and vegetables, which are the best foods on the entire planet. And I want you guys to increase your fruit and vegetable intake because most Americans simply do not eat enough of them. So with that, my name is John Kohler with OKRaw.com. We'll see you next time, and until then, remember, keep eating your fresh fruits and vegetables. They're always the best.